are saying all men, all women. No, not necessarily all men and all women. It's just the men and women that you attract. The greatest preparation is going out there and doing it, living that life, being about it. This one fazed me, like, girl. Alright, you guys, so we're just gonna go and do our makeup and just have a little chit chat, get ready, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep my look very, very simple today because I'm just going to church, so we don't have to do anything too crazy, you know, it's just young adults night. What night? Huh? It's just young adults night, so it's not gonna be anything too crazy. I got these lashes off of Amazon and they're like these cluster lashes, which are pretty cute. So we're gonna try these today. But yeah, girl, get your tea, get your coffee, get your makeup, and let's just chat. Let's just chat. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. So I'm gonna go back in. Well, first things first, let's put this hair back. I think I should do these cute little cowbells in spirit of Halloween. Like, stop. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like dress up and go out this year, just because it's not really my thing, you know, to do that, but I feel like that's all the reason why I should go out and do it, because I don't normally do stuff like that, well, anymore. I used to be the biggest party girl and now I just don't care. My definition, focus, what the heck? My definition of a good time now is watching Netflix, chilling at home, and relaxing, okay? Or getting my nails done. I will also go to the mall. So it's just layers to it. I will go outside for good reason. Like, I'm not just gonna go outside just to go outside, you know? Like, my days of doing that are pretty much over. And what are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Oh, I hope I can get this up in time for Halloween so I can see all your like cute little ideas. My friend is gonna go as a Barbie cowgirl. It is the cutest freaking outfit ever. I was like, oh, you're gonna shine with that. I've also been trying this new technique that I saw from TikTok, but we all know it's from the queen, Jackie Aina, and it was setting your sunscreen and moisturizer and then going back in with your powder. I low-key feel like I might be doing it wrong by setting my sunscreen first. I feel like I should be setting my primer, but it's okay because I used the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer, so I already know that my makeup's gonna be set regardless, so I don't really have to worry about it. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I absolutely love this primer because it does work. Use it in combination with this, the e.l.f. Hydrating Foundation. Y'all, so my friend for my birthday, she actually got me that foundation, and she color matched me from my Instagram pictures. Like, that's a real friend if I ever heard of one. Like, and I was literally like, this is how I know that this girl is my best friend ever, because if you can color match me perfectly from my Instagram pictures, that's a whole nother talented. So shout out to you, Lexi. Do you guys know I have been out of esthetician school now for a couple months, but I've been a full SD for a year. It's just interesting that everything starts from an idea and comes to life with an action. That's insane to me. One day I was like, maybe I should go to esthetician school, and next thing you know, like, I do it, I'm graduated, and it's here. Like, I'm working as an esthetician full time. What is going on? So what is life like as an esthetician? Nothing could have prepared me for being in this career field and being an esthetician. It is so rewarding and so challenging at the same time, but I definitely feel like the biggest lesson that I am learning as being an esthetician is patience and mastering your craft. Putting in time, consistency. I'm learning all of this at one time. I also feel like it was a long time coming at the same time, you know? Because I kind of knew what I was getting into, you know? I'm definitely one of those people that like to do their research before they step into something. So I was already looking at like, you know, like what my job opportunities might be and how long it takes to build clientele, what places would be the best for me to start off at. Like, I was doing all that research before, the research in the world, but until you get out there and you're in there and you're practicing and this is your life now, you won't ever be prepared, you know? Like, the greatest preparation is going out there and doing it and living that life and being about it. And trust me, Ron, I'm being about it right now, and like, it's definitely a roller coaster, but I wouldn't change it for the world, that's for sure, because I feel like I'm learning what I do like, what I don't like, and I feel like going down this process is also in general just really shaping me into the person that I ideally want to be. So even though it's a rocky journey, okay, it's not easy, it's not all glitz and glam and as luxury as we see it on Instagram and TikTok, it's still worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I honestly can't imagine myself going back to doing what I was doing before, which was, you know, just being a corporate girly, being in that world, like, working these certain jobs, you know? Now I do lashes and waxing, but I'm definitely going to like stick it out and build up my resume right now and my experience in general so that I can just, you know, continue to do bigger and better and honestly just get over that stepping stone of having the experience and being about it. I'm just gonna keep doing this for the next like year or two maybe, and then transition into something else, which is also kind of related. All still in the aesthetic industry. Like, I still know I want to be in the aesthetic industry, but I think I want to get into like something different, more like skincare, maybe the medical side instead of just doing like beauty based services. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm making sense. Something that I really love about this industry that like is shaping my life is the time freedom, for sure. I feel like I have time to do things that I want to do, which is like YouTube, working out, just doing stuff like that, because I'm not sitting there like working 40 hours a week, and like I barely even work. I do work over 40 hours a week just because I have multiple jobs, but my days are pretty short, so it all balances out for me. I like that because I'm able to, one, build my own schedule, which is really nice, and two, I can like have me time before I invest it into other people, into other people's needs. Like, I can invest into my needs, which is really nice. I just realized that I didn't even say what I was using, and I just used the LA Girl concealer and the typical Airspun powder under my eyes. My goal for content creation for sure is just post more, like get more videos and stuff out there, share my experience about like being in the industry, share like fitness tips, and like basically just vlog and like build my online presence a little bit. I feel like it's something that, like, I just feel like right now what I'm really focused on is just building my skills and honing into stuff like that, because I'm going into another field, you know, like this is something I've never done before, and social media ties in so heavily to aesthetics marketing wise. So I feel like what's better than to just start posting on like TikTok and YouTube and showing up as myself, so that way if I do plan on, sorry y'all, I had to clear my SD card again. What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about, but other than we're getting on our Zoom and we're doing this content creation seriously, like, we're all inspired by Monet, and we're looking at her and we're like, you know what, we can also be Monet, okay? Like, if we just get on our Zoom and we do it and we stop saying no to something that we know we want to do, we're gonna be able to do it. You just get on your Zoom, Pookie, post the content, do what you gotta do to get where you need to be. Okay, so since we're talking about Monet briefly, can we also talk about Will and Jayda? See, that is why you cannot idolize people, because it is insane. And I know I can't be talking because I love Justin and Drake so much, but at the end of, especially Drake right now, like, my god, number one reason why you shouldn't idolize people, because he's doing a lot right now. But I try not to pay attention to stuff like that, because at the end of the day is a spiritual battle, and everything is spiritual. At the end of the day, I feel like we should just be happy that we have lessons like this to learn from. What I took from this is to not be posting and talking about your business everywhere, and what I also took from this is to know your self-worth and have certain boundaries, you know? Like, I just don't think it's okay. Oh my god, I just don't think it's okay for people in relationships. Oh my god, what the heck is going on? But I don't think it's okay for people in relationships to put other people in the relationship. We all know that relationships are up and down, okay? No one is perfect. One day you love your boo, one day you hate his guts. And you never want to look up one day and realize that you took somebody for granted, for one. And you also don't want to look up one day and be like, dang, I really wasted my time on someone that didn't appreciate me and that didn't love me. So that's really all I have to say about that. I just think it's so messy, and social media, unfortunately, is such a huge part of our lives and influences our culture tremendously, like, to the point where the red pill guys are even a thing. To the point where people are idolizing other people who are living lives that they themselves don't even live. That is so important in what we're digesting and what is putting out there, what is being put out there into the world really does matter. It's very hard to ignore it, and I need to take my own advice as well. We just need to ignore it, because the more that we see stuff like this, the more it's gonna shape our perspective. We don't want our perspective to be that, like, love isn't real and everyone cheats and all women are like this or all men are like this. When you start categorizing a group of people based off of one person and how one person acts, that can be completely detrimental to the group of people you're categorizing. And that happens all the time, because people are saying, like, oh, well, all men, all women. No, not necessarily all men and all women. It's just the men and women that you attract. And if you're attracting that type of person, maybe you need to change up energy a little bit to attract other people and to have other experiences. And again, I need to take my advice on that, because men in my life have been trashed so far. This year alone. Girl, let's talk about it real quick. So, earlier this year, I got out of this is so embarrassing to even say, like, I got out of a really tough situation. And if you know, you know. And if you get it, you get it. And that's all I want to say on that. But it was just very, very traumatic. And also very eye-opening, because I have never, like, it sounds really bad, but just bear with me. But, like, I've never had a guy, like, actually, like, sincerely hurt my feelings to the point where it's like I'm shocked, you know? Just because like, guys will be guys, for one. I get it, like, I understand game, you know? Like, I get it. So that's why it was like, nothing ever really fazed me ever since I've been dating. Nothing has really fazed me, you know? But this one fazed me, like, girl. I was really like, wow, he got me, like, this is how the girlies be feeling. It was more like it was technically a cheating situation. It was definitely like an act of betrayal, I will say that. I never thought that he would do something like that, and it seriously, like, made me lose so much trust in him, and, like, It was essentially a lot to deal with. It just really betrayed my trust. It sent me down a path of like, you know, not wanting to like harden my heart, but then also wanting to heal and learn from the situation. That led me into another relationship that I literally just got out of, which is crazy. That's another thing that I shouldn't have done and that I learned about myself, is that I be jumping from relationship to relationship, nothing. And I was literally had to sit back and be like, when was the last time that you've been like single, like, not talking to any guy, single, you know? It's been a long time. And I just like, when situations like that happen, I'm like, look at God, because he took such a heartbreaking moment for me, and he took something that really could have broke me and like made me super insecure and like really changed who I am as a person. It really could have done that to that point. Like, it could have, like, that situation could have went left so easily, but instead I feel like it was a learning lesson, and a lesson and a reminder to build my foundation on God and not on other people, because other people aren't perfect and other people are going to betray you, whether you've known them for a week, all your life, 5 years, 10 years. No one's perfect. They're going to mess up, and you have to be able to, one, accept that person for who they are and understand that they made a mistake, but then also forgive them for that mistake. And that was something like I had to learn. Like, I need to work on my forgiveness, I need to work on my boundaries, and I need to work on myself, because again, what does that say about me if I'm attracting somebody like this, or that I've kept somebody around like this and ignored all the red flags that were there? So I'm definitely like, 2024 is going to be one for the books. I already know, because usually when there's all these valleys, you know, and you feel like you're so down or you're never going to get back up, that's when you're going to have the best comeback ever. And I feel it, like the energy is different. I sincerely feel that it's coming, and my mindset has changed so much, and I'm continuing to grow and evolve into a person that I've like only dreamt really of being, and a person that I feel like is someone that I needed when I was younger, and that's also the best feeling. Granted, I'm not like 100% there, not at all. I'm not even 50% there, but I can at least see it now, and I can see it like growing now, which is really cool. So that's what's going on in my love life. Let me know. I would love to do some advice videos where we just sit there and have a girl chat, and I basically just give you guys like my opinion on anything, and I give you advice basically. So I'll leave like my email down below so you guys can email me or comment me, whatever you guys want to do, because that is something like I love giving advice, and I love just talking to you guys and just talking about life in general, you know, because life is crazy and it could be so hard, but when you feel like you have someone there for you, and like you feel like you have someone going through the same experiences, you don't feel as crazy or as alone, you know. If you guys have some lash extension recommendations, only let me know, because I want to try some like DIY lash extensions. And I never thought in a million years I would say something like that, but at this rate, like, can't keep doing this every day. It's a lot. Like, it's really a lot. So if you have any recommendations, let me know down below, because I'm gonna need that really quick. Alright, you guys, well, thank you so much for tuning in and doing your makeup with me. I really hope that you like this Chit Chat Get Ready with me. And again, don't forget to list down any scenarios or questions that you guys have for me down below so I can answer them in a later video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!